So if you're watching this video, you probably search for something like, how can I be a good leader? Or leadership traits, or something like that. So thank you for listening to this video. And what I want to do with you is share some of my thoughts and I guess experiences in military leadership, which I think apply to leadership in general. So please take a moment just to bear with me. And I'd like to pass on maybe some nuggets that might help you out. So first of all, I want to say congratulations. The fact that you just even are searching for things to help you be a better leader tells me that you are going to be a great leader, because what you're searching for expresses a humility in yourself that says, I can be better. I can get better. And when you have that mentality and that mindset, when you're serving the others in terms of being their leader, I think that's absolutely fantastic. So what are some things that I like to share with you? So let me just think about this. I didn't script this out, but it's something that I've thought about a lot. So first of all, I think, maybe come up with a mantra, a leadership mantra. So my mantra is take care of the troops. And that's something that developed over time and maybe just hit me that that was the right thing. And so I'm not asking you to necessarily have one right away, but as you progress through your leadership, just to think about really what is driving me and what is my sort of North Star. So I use that mantra both, in the civilian world as a formal leader and as an informal leader to guide me when I'm just not sure. But I definitely used it when I was in the service, with times where sometimes you're just tired, right? And there's so much going on. And it can be like overwhelming. But when you have a mantra, it can quickly just orient you. And so I would think, take care of the troops. And that could mean a lot of things. So I suggest that you think about your mantra. And maybe if you have one, why don't you share it with me in your comments? And it doesn't have to be the one that you're going to have forever. It's just something, maybe a starting point to think about. So what else would I share with my leadership in my mind? Well, to me, leading soldiers in my case was truly an honor, and I really mean that. To have the opportunity to lead others and, in a sense, take care of them, in my words, especially when I was much younger. In some cases, most of my soldiers were older than me, but that didn't matter. It was more my orientation and I would say ownership that I had, that it was my responsibility to take care of these folks, even if they knew more than me, or they're more experienced than me, or they were older than me. It didn't matter. The expectation that I had, and that really that the military had, and that my rank as an officer had in itself, was that I was the leader. And so, but ultimately that didn't make me a leader. I had to choose to lead. And choosing to lead takes a lot of self initiative and trust, and not trusting in that, oh, I've done this before, but trusting that that's the right thing, right? And so on that, I think one way to think about, being a leader is doing what needs to be done. And I'm not just saying anything needs to be done, but doing the right things that need to be done. And that can be very challenging. And you can feel sometimes alone at times. And leadership can be very lonely. Let me just say that. But reach out to others, other leaders, and learn from them and build a camaraderie with other folks, because leadership is a long-term game, right? And you need to manage and take care of yourself. There's a saying that leaders eat last. Well, I truly believe that. And as a leader in the military, I did actually eat last in most cases. And again, even when we did that, I felt like it was a privilege and it was kind of energizing. But remember this, and this is the way I put it is, leaders eat last, but they need to eat. So as you go through this leadership journey of yours, and then maybe it's just starting since you're searching for how to be a good leader, is Remember, take care of you as well, because if you don't take care of you, you can't take care of others. So it's a balance. It's not saying go first and all that kind of stuff, or, I should get this because I'm the leader. I definitely am not saying that. But what I'm saying is, remember, leaders may eat last, but you need to eat. So let me just leave it at that. And if this resonated with you, please like, and definitely please subscribe, and I'll talk to you later.